Alright everyone, in today's video we're going to be going over some data mined information, so let's go over the disclaimer. There's always a chance that data mined information could change or not come in the game at all, so don't level or do anything based on information found this channel until it's confirmed by Ludia. So, today I want to talk about a possible Apex hybrid that could be coming up. Now, Arctherizitherium, it's a mouthful, was revealed back in February. That's what, 6 months ago almost. But yeah, we might only just know the ingredients now. As you can see, there was a question mark from 30 different people. They had no idea what this is, but we might now have a good idea. Thanks to an upcoming hybrid, we can break down the name of this now. And this hybrid is the Segnotherisaurus, coming soon, or what some people are calling the Freddy Fazbear hybrid, because it's part bear, it's part bird, and it's part slasher. So, you know who else is a bear? Freddy Fazbear. You know who else is a bird? Chica. And you know who's a slasher? Well, we've seen Spring Bonnie hold a knife, which, you know, can be linked back to Bonnie, which are the main 3 animatronics. So it means we're missing 1 animatronic left. But that is where this Apex kind of fixes that gap and adds in the final character. You know, we had the main 3 and the unique one, but then there's, you know, if you want to count main 4, then you got to add the fox in. Now let's go back to this name again and look at the start of it. We can break it down. Arc and Theri at the start. Arc is meant to be Arctodus, which is the Segnotherisaurus ingredient, and Theri is obviously Therizinosaurus in Segnotherisaurus. So we've got those 2 covered. Now let's look at the final part of the name, Therium. Now we have a few creatures that have that in its name, however only 2 stand out to me. First one is what everyone would probably go with, Mammotherium, right? It's a legendary. Apexes are always made of legendaries and uniques, and Segnotherisaurus is a unique, so that's covered. We just need a legendary. Mammotherium is the only legendary, it should be that, right? I think that's wrong. I think I've got my eyes on Andrewtherium right now, and here's my answer here. Segnotherisaurus's original concept before it's about to get added to the game. Do you guys know something with this that neither Arctodus nor Segnoraptor possess? That is right, the 2 tusks underneath the beak. Who has that? Dinotherium and Andrewtherium. Oh, is it all linking together for you guys now? Is it all coming together? Oh my gosh. But now you're probably like, Percy, that's not enough evidence. This whole video is stupid. Well, hang on. I have a bit more, okay? Because someone said, you know, the Arctherizitherium doesn't look like, I don't know. There wasn't actually an image. I don't know what it was. But then Jimbo, the day miner, replied, the old dog-looking ink. So that kind of confirms it is a dog model. And the only Therium with a dog model is, you guessed it, Andrewtherium. Now, you know, considering we got a new design team for everything, all of the scrap creatures, they're going to look different, basically, including Arctherizitherium. I'm sure its original model will somehow get shown, maybe, which is obviously a dog. And so far, they haven't changed any models they've reworked, you know, like Constrictoraptor, that was always going to be Raptor. Atrocimoloch, that'll be Raptor. And Segnotherisaurus was always going to be a Therizinosaur model. So, I don't think it's going to be an Apex Therizinosaur, and this might be our second dog Apex next to Indo-Lycan. So, it's like, it's a bit confusing. It's like, why aren't we getting a Therizinosaur Apex? That would have been awesome, but I don't know, we're just getting that. But honestly, can't be too upset about it. I'm pretty happy we're getting an Apex because they've kind of just been sidelined this year for the Uniques and Omegas because, you know, Uniques and Omegas are where the cash is at for Ludia right now, right? You got the enhancements, which adds a whole nother... It's basically like level 40 in disguise. And, you know, it's getting your level 30 Uniques to the brand new next level, the next 5 tiers, whereas Apexes don't have that. And then Omegas, well, you know, unless you're paying to win, no one has them level 30 yet, and that is why people want to pay to get them. So it's bringing in a lot of cash for Ludia right now. So I believe it's what? I've heard it's their most paid month because of Omegas bringing in all the cash. So, I mean, good for them. It's just, it's not the best. I haven't spent too much on Omegas. Like, I've bought VIP. That's about it, actually. Like, I don't think I bought anything else. I just go out on the map, hunt them. But anyway, we're going to do something. I think we mentioned Foxy from FNAF earlier in the video. So it's like, where does he fit into this hybrid of the Freddy Fazbear hybrid? And I believe this Apex brings him into it with the Andrewsarchus. Now, while it doesn't look like a wolf, in Jurassic World, the game, it looked like a wolf. And that's kind of the closest thing you can get to a fox in these games. Even though in FNAF universe, the wolf is Roxy. But that, it's kind of meant to be like a new version of Foxy, isn't it? But that kind of leaves us with one ingredient left, Dinotherium. We haven't spoken about it. How does this relate to the original FNAF? Well, it doesn't, but there is an elephant animatronic called Orville who has a friend, Mr. Hippo. And you know what Andrewsarchus in Jurassic World Live is meant to be? That's right, related to a hippo. So where does it bring us to? Well, it kind of brings us to this line that Mr. Hippo talks about when he's speaking to his friend Orville.
I said, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, Sometimes, sometimes a story is just a story. If you try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy.
Now, obviously, I added in that Five Nights at Freddy's part because it's incredibly far-fetched. I mean, it would perfectly coincide with the movie to get a Five Nights at Freddy's related hybrid. But for now, I think it's an unofficial community name to just call it the Freddy Fazbear hybrid. And that's about as far as we're getting. But, who knows. But what I'd say is less of a far-fetched theory is the ingredients for Arctherizitherium. Because, I'd say I've given quite a bit of evidence. In case you just want some more evidence, right? Because where does Arc come from? That's not in Segnotherisaurus. Well, you could argue Theri isn't in Segnoraptor, but gets added on from the Therizinosaurus component that goes into Segnoraptor. Similar to how, Pyrorexes, its previous hybrid, the Pyrosuchus, does not have Rexys in its name, even though it's made from Sarcorexes. So it basically skips a generation. That's kind of where all these hybrid names are coming from, right? You got Arctodus, which makes Segnotherisaurus, and that makes Arctherizitherium. Maybe not confirmed, but hopefully it does. Because even though this hybrid would be a real challenge to make, let's be honest, Ludia has been lacking on every rarity besides Unique and Omega. But what comes to my attention with Uniques and Omegas, what do they have that's been added this year that's probably making Ludia a lot of money for them? The enhancement features. So that makes me wonder, could Apexes be getting these two? Because Apex is at the top of the game, the peak. Apex means the tippy top, but they don't have enhancements. So could next update, if we do get Arctherizitherium, not next update is in 3.1, I mean the one after, like 3.2 possibly. If we get Arctherizitherium, could we get enhancements along with that for our Apexes? Because even though Gemini Deuce is incredibly overpowered without enhancements, maybe we could get a Gemini Deuce nerf. Maybe that'll be good. I would say Apexes really do kind of need enhancements to keep up with Uniques who are getting enhancements right now. But the thing is, it might possibly not be next update, right? I'm going to go over all the 3.0 updates we've had so far. So June to July, was when update 3.0 started. That was the start of it. But I feel like it'll be a monthly release from now on. At the least almost, I don't know, August is the Dawn update 3.1. So why am I including October in this for 3.3 if we're only trying to go to 3.2? Well, say you just wanted to coincide the Freddy Fazbear hybrid with the FNAF movie, right? That would be October. That's 3.3. So 3.3 could be the Apex enhancement update. So what would September be? I reckon the Omega Flock update, considering Ubi Rajara's in the files. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.